The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
Good afternoon, Cougar fans, and welcome to live coverage of Averett baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Drew Wilson, and I'll be joined by Joseph Swanson for today's game between the Averett Cougars and the Roanoke College Maroons. It's a beautiful day for baseball here in Danville, Virginia. Sun is out. Temperatures in the 60s, which, considering what we've had the past couple weeks, that is great for baseball. Finally got a pretty day. No rain in the forecast today. A little windy here, but not too bad. Coming into today, Roanoke 0-2 on the season, although they have only played 2 games. And it's been a while since they've been on the diamond due to the weather. Had a lot of games canceled. They haven't played since the 8th of February. They lost a doubleheader at Methodist University. Lost 7-4 and 8-7. Since then, they've had games canceled against Messiah, St. John Fisher, Susquehanna, and a doubleheader with Christopher Newport, and that brings them here today. But even though they're 0-2, Roanoke's still getting votes in the latest D3Baseball.com poll. Averett, meanwhile, 1-7 on the season, 0-3 after dropping a 3-game series to conference foe Huntington College this past weekend down in Alabama. Huntington jumped up into the polls. They are 9-0, and they are ranked now 22 in the country in the latest poll that came out this week. Huntington, really strong effort. Cougars hung with them, though, and played some really tight games, Joseph.
Yeah, they did. I'd say Game 1 was probably the hardest fought game of the entire series, as we got down about 6 runs early on in the game, battled back, but great effort by Coach Fleming's staff, as no quit this weekend. I believe they had runners on almost every single inning, which you keep doing that in a lot of games. You're going to find a clutch hit here and there that's really going to get you going. But, I mean, basically, you and I've talked about before, was that the kryptonite so far this year has been, can we get clutch pitching when we need it? Put up some runs in an inning, we'll come out, walk the leadoff batter, and 9 times out of 10 he comes around to score. So that's really hurt us so far this year, but I know that Coach Fleming's preached a lot with his young team, that working really hard on now learning how to win. And that's going to be the big approach going forward, I think.
And still a very young team. There are some veterans on the squad, obviously, but overall, for the most part, a very young team. And sometimes it takes some time to gel and learn how to win those games. It seems like some of the things that have undone the Cougars a little bit this season has been, you mentioned getting the leadoff, opponents getting leadoff batter on base, but it's usually like one bad inning, and it kind of changed the momentum of a game. So the Cougars looking to change that here today against Roanoke College. Cougars are 15-7 all-time against Roanoke, dating back to 2005. So they've had a lot of success against the Maroons. Obviously, the Maroons have really grown as a program last couple of years. A couple years ago, they won the regional hosted here in Danville over at Dan Daniel Memorial Park, the home of the minor league team, the D Braves, and went on to play in the College World Series. So the Maroons have had a lot of success in recent years, and trying to carry that over this year. And obviously their success, it's shown in the respect they get in the D3 polls.
Yeah, as you're saying, I'm definitely receiving votes now, especially at 0-2 early in the year with this poll coming out. But definitely one of those, you look at the all-time record at 15-7, but we've dropped 4 in a row against them over the past 2 years. So Averett has had a lot of success against Roanoke since 2005. I believe they were 15-3 heading into 2017, as Coach Vericola and all of us were talking before the game, that they were one of those schools, he said, that when he was playing, they loved to play because they had great success again. Excuse me.
Let's look at today's starting lineups first for the Cougars. A little bit different lineup. Got some guys battling some colds and illnesses and everything. So Coach Kenny Fleming changing things up.
It's like we're going to get ready to have the national anthem here. But, yeah, as you mentioned, giving a couple guys off today. I know Chase McKinney's caught 8 straight games, so Fleming's going to go with the freshman here and give him a break. We'll come back.
We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll come back with the starting lineups here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back. We go to the top of the first inning here. We got our starting lineups for you. First for the Cougars, leading off and playing center field will be Nick Winston. At second base, Kyle Vidano. DH and batting in the 3 spot today for the Cougars, Corey Wall. At third base, Brandon Hatcher batting fourth. In the 5th spot, Tanner Bradshaw at first base. And Andrew Lancaster in right field. Tucker Majetic in left field. Dawson Hawk getting the start behind the plate today, batting 8th. And Ryan Traylor, who had a big game against Huntington this past weekend, batting in the 9 spot and playing shortstop. Matt Tuggle getting the start on the mound today for the Cougars. Now to Joseph with Roanoke's starting lineup.
Leading off, the center fielder, Scott Ellis. Batting second and doing the catching, Gavin Kandrick. Batting third, the designated hitter, Will Salva. Batting in the cleanup spot, the third baseman, Jack Howard. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Will American.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Cougars trail 3-0 here against Roanoke. And first pitch to Tanner Bradshaw misses high for ball one. And a little check swing catches Bradshaw off guard. And he went for it, so that'll be strike one. Bradshaw looking for his first hit of the season. Has scored a run, though. Slow grounder out to shortstop Wojciechowski with a long throw. And in time for out number one.
Now batting for 23, Andrew Lancaster.
So with one away, that'll bring up Andrew Lancaster, the junior transfer. Batting .217 on the year. Started all 9 games this season for the Cougars. Has 5 hits, including 4-run score. Does have a double and 4 runs batted in. First pitch in there for a strike. And breaking ball drops in there as well, so he's in an 0-2 hole. Great pitch by Warren Garber. And just gets a piece of that one, fouls it out to the right side. After Lancaster would be Benjetic, who's on deck here for the Cougars. 0-2 pitch, and that one got away from him and sailed behind Lancaster's head. One and two the count. Little chopper up the middle. That could be trouble. And it will be a single. Middle infielder's got a glove on it. But Lancaster's going to beat that one out. So
Would have been a tough play there by the shortstop to field that one clean and then turn around and get Lancaster. Lancaster does run a little bit down the line, so
would have been even a tough play for a Gold Glover in the majors.
Ozzie Smith might have turned that one.
So with one aboard and one away, that'll bring up Tucker Majetic, the left fielder today for the Cougars. And pitch misses high. Majetic with 2 hits on the year and 11 at-bats. Does have 1 run batted in. He's seen some action at first base this year, DH, and in the outfield.
Picked up a clutch hit the other day at Huntington in the 9th inning. Came off the bench, pinch hit situation, and drove in 2 runs.
A little check swing foul. 1-1 the count. Decent lead over first base by Lancaster. And Majetic swings past that one. Makes it 1-2. Lancaster hasn't had a stolen base attempt this season, so not a guy that's going to get out and run. But not a slow guy either. He's got some speed. As Majetic lays off that high pitch, that'll even the count at 2-2. Cougars as a team 7 for 11 this season in the stolen base category. And Majetic swings through that one, and he'll go down on strikes. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the catcher, Dawson Hawk.
Now batting number 14, Dawson Hawk.
Hawk 1 for 4 this season with a run batted in. Quick throw over to first base.
Another one like Majetic, who came off the bench in Game 3 the other day against Huntington and didn't waste much time getting around as I believe he singled up the middle, driving a run in. So starting to swing the bat pretty well so far, middle through the year here.
Freshman out of Hopewell, Virginia. Getting an opportunity to start today. Ball popped up in foul territory over by first base, and Howard makes the catch in foul territory for out number 3. So the Cougars get a runner on with a single. But the Maroons get out of trouble, and we'll go to the top of the third inning. Roanoke leads Averett 3-0. You're watching Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. The Cougars have a new pitcher on the mound this inning is a sophomore. Ben Kimberlin takes over. 5'10", 150-pound left-hander out of Manassas, Virginia. His first appearance on the year. That's going to bring in the catcher, number 28, Gavin Kandrick, to lead off here for the Maroons. First pitch comes inside. That's going to hit Kandrick.
Now batting number 21, Will Silva.
And that's going to bring to the plate the designated hitter, Will Salva. Salva grounded out, second base, back in the first inning. That's going to be a called strike. Kandrick leads off first base, held on by Bradshaw. 0-1 delivery. Changeup, hit to center field. And that's going to be caught by the charging Nick Winston. Winston got a great read off the bat there as the wind held that up just enough for him to get back underneath it. As we got one out here in the top of the third inning as the third baseman, Jack Howard, steps to the plate. Howard walked back in the second. Kandrick takes off, throw from Hawk, slides in just ahead of the tag. One 0 count here to Howard. Kandrick leads off second, held on by Vadano. Kimberlin comes to the set. Change up, swung on, Hit the trailer at third, or short, excuse me. Trailer fires across, picked out by Bradshaw. That's going to be a great play by the combination of Trailer and Bradshaw for the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 17, Will American.
As that's going to bring the first baseman, number 17, Will Merricken, to the plate. 2 outs here, top of the third. Kendrick leads off second. Kimberlin's pitch. Change-up, called strike, inside corner. A 1 delivery. Swung on, flied out to right field. Lancaster makes way, catches it, and that's going to be the third out here in the top of the third inning. We'll be back for the bottom of the third, leading off for the Cougars will be the shortstop, Ryan Trailer.
Number 5, Ryan.
And welcome back for the bottom of the third as a new pitcher will take over here on the mound for the Maroons as number 30, Tanner James, takes over, freshman 6'2", right-hander out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. It's going to bring to the plate the shortstop Ryan Trailer for his first at-bat of the day. Trailer coming off a red-hot streak this weekend at Huntington as he's climbed his average up to 364 as that pitch is going to get in for a call strike on the outside corner. Trailer hit his first career home run back in Game 1 against Huntington, a 3-run shot over the left field wall. Drove in 5 runs, over the weekend, as the 1-0 pitch is going to be a called strike outside corner. Trailer down 0-2 here. Fastball swung on and missed. 1 out here for the Cougars in the bottom of the third as the leadoff hitter Nick Winston steps in. Winston singled up the middle, or singled to third base back in the first inning. As that's going to be a called strike on the outside corner. James really pitching well on the outside corner here. As that one's going to come inside and just hit Winston as he was unable to get out of the way of that one. As that's going to bring in the senior Kyle Vidano. Winston will trot down to first base. Vedano steps in, hitting 320 on the year, struck out back in the first.
Kyle Vedano.
Winston leads off first. First pitch, ball outside. Winston does have some speed over there at first base, so don't be surprised here if the Cougars try to get a hit and run situation going with the bat of Vedano up. Hopes of getting a run on here on the board. 1-0 delivery, swung on a miss. Winston takes off. And he's going to be thrown out at second as that's going to be the second out of the inning for the Cougars as Vedano will remain at the plate, 1-1 count. One delivery, fastball outside. Two-one delivery, fastball outside corner ball. 3-1 count here to Vedano. Hitters count. Wall on deck for the Cougars. As that's going to go for ball 4 as Vedano's going to trot down here to first base. He's going to put runners on first here with Wall coming to the plate. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning with the speedster Vedano on first.
For the Cougars, number 9, Corey Wall.
Wall walked back in the first inning. Fastball blocked. Be a great stop there behind the plate by Kendrick as a tough pitch to read there. Fastball in the dirt, but he managed to slide over and knock just enough of it down to keep Vedano at first base. 1-0 delivery. Vedano takes off from first. Throw down to second, and Vedano's going to be in ahead of the tag as that's going to go as a stolen base for Vedano. Runner on second here, 2-0 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Vedano got a walking lead over there at first base and took off on first movement and slid in way ahead of the tag as the 2-0 delivery is going to be a called strike outside corner. Wall looking for a hit to cut into Roanoke's lead here. 2-1 count. Fastball swung on and missed. It's going to even the count up here at 2-2. Vedano leads off second. James 2-2 delivery here. We have fastball swung on and missed. And that's going to be the third out of the inning as the Cougars put runners on in the bottom of the third. We'll head to the top of the fourth when we come back. And welcome back for the top of the fourth inning as a new pitcher will take over here on the mound for the Cougars. As it will be the 5'9", 150-pound senior from Hampton, Virginia, number 11, Dylan Roberts, take over. As that's going to bring the shortstop, Matt Wojciechowski, back into the box here. First pitch here from Roberts. We have fastball called strike. Roberts has appeared in 3 games for the Cougars. Gone 2 2/3 innings. 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball just low. One offering here from Roberts. Breaking pitch, called strike. Wojciechowski singled back in the second inning. 1-2 delivery here. Fast breaking ball fouled off. One-two offering here from Roberts. A fastball fouled off. It's going to be a ball in the dirt. And even up here at 2-2. Roberts, 2-2 offering here with Wojciechowski. Fastball fouled off down the line. Going to bring us here to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Delivery from Roberts. Knocked down by Hawk. Full count here. Hit over to Hatcher at third. Fires over to first, and that'll be the first out of the inning. As Roberts battles back, getting down 3-2 after being up 0-2 to get the first out of the inning. As that's going to bring the left fielder, Sam Watson, to the plate. Watson hit a sacrifice fly to left field back in the second inning. Called strike. Owen delivery here from Roberts. Fastball just off the outside corner. One delivery. Curveball swung on. Flied out to center. Winston gives chase. Called off by Majetic, and that will be the second out of the inning. As Roberts has come out of the pen here and get the first 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. As the second baseman, Cody Shell, comes into the plate. Shell walked back in the second inning. As that ball gets away. 1-0 count here. Correction, that ball was fouled off. 1-0 delivery, hit through the left side. 2-out single here by Shell on the top of the 4th as the right fielder Will Smith comes to bat. Smith reached on an error back in the second inning. Shell does have some speed, stole a base back in the second. Curveball swung on and missed. Roberts has been effective early. 4 batters faced, 4 first pitch strikes, excuse me. As that's bunted on, it's going to go, as Hawk's going to let that get out of play just a little bit, a little too much spin there on that bunt, as it's going to bring us to an 0-2 count here. Not a bad idea there by Smith with 2 outs, as the third baseman Hatcher was playing back, trying to sneak one down the third baseline for a hit, but just spun just wrong, got out of play for a foul ball. Roberts 0-2 delivery here. Shell takes off. It's popped up. Badano gives chase out behind first base, dives, lays out, and that's a catch. And that's going to be the 3rd out here at the top of the 4th inning as Badano makes a great play. Had to take off the second to cover the Shell stealing, but managed to show the speed there. Afterburners took on as he laid out just in front of the Andrew Lancaster, charging in from right field for the 3rd out of the inning. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th when we come back.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cougars trail Roanoke 3-0. Brandon Hatcher will lead things off here for Averett in the bottom of the 4th inning. He's 0 for 1 today, grounded into a double play back in the 1st inning. It'll be Hatcher, Bradshaw, and Lancaster for the Cougars. And first pitch in there is a strike. Tanner James still on the mound for Roanoke after coming in last inning. Fastball misses inside. One pitch, foul out of play by Hatcher. Hatcher batting .267 on the year. Freshman has found himself in the starting lineup quite a bit this season. And 1-2 pitch, and swing and a miss for strike 3. So Hatcher will go down swinging for the 1st out, and that'll bring up Tanner Bradshaw. Bradshaw grounded out to the shortstop to lead off the 2nd inning, and his first at bat of the day. If you're just joining us, Roanoke took a 3-0 lead in the top of the 2nd inning, and that's where we find ourselves here. Cougars have put a few guys on base, unable to get them around as Bradshaw looks at ball 1. Another fastball high, misses the zone. Bradshaw, a 6'4", 240 sophomore out of Goochland, Virginia. And that pitch missed as well, so now 3 balls, no strikes. And that one does find the zone as Bradshaw taking all the way. This is the first outing of the season for Tanner James. Got out of the last inning, despite allowing a couple runners. But Bradshaw's going to draw a walk here with 1 out.
Now batting for 23, Andrew Lancaster.
That's the second walk allowed by James. They also hit a batter back last inning. So with 1 aboard and 1 away, that'll bring up Andrew Lancaster. Lancaster singled up the middle back in the second inning. Lays off the high fastball. We do see some action down in the Roanoke bullpen. Action in both bullpens, actually. 1-0 pitch. Gets by the catcher, is a little outside, so Bradshaw will get down on the wild pitch. So runner in scoring position here for the Cougars. See if they can capitalize. Looks like Ryan Cloud is the one who's down in the bullpen for the Maroons. 2-0 pitch here coming, and that one misses outside as Tanner James is running into a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That one catches the inside corner. The 3-1 pitch. Ball popped up high into the infield over towards second base. And there to make the catch is Cody Shell for out number 2. So Tanner James able to work out of that jam after he was in the hole 3-0 on the pitch count. So with 2 away, that'll bring up Tucker Majetic. Sophomore outfielder out of Prince George, Virginia. First pitch fouled back to the net. Majetic struck out in his first at bat. However, took some really good hacks at the ball. But a new pitcher he's facing here. And a big swing and a miss there for strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch from James. Misses high. Looks like that one got away from him a little bit. And James knew it as soon as he let it go. Bradshaw, good lead at second base. Breaking ball misses high. That'll even the count at 2-2. Bradshaw not a threat to really steal third, but if he can get a good lead, anything through the infield would allow him a chance to come home if in the right spot. Majetic lays off that high fastball, so that'll run the count full. And that one high as well. So Majetic will draw the 2-out walk to put 2 aboard here for the Cougars. For Majetic, that's his 3rd walk of the season. And Dawson Hawk will step in for Averett. They try to keep this inning going. Down by 3. Hawk popped up over in foul territory toward first base. back in the second inning, and he lays off that inside fastball. Missed. So 1-0 the count. And fastball finds the zone there, so that'll even at 1-1. Cougars wearing their navy blue tops today with the gold sleeves. Love that uniform option. They don't wear it that often, but as Hawk swings through that one, he's in the hole 1-2. Have a number of different combinations. Got some brand new gold tops this season. They've worn quite a bit at home. 1-2 pitch, and Hawk goes down swinging for the third out. So Cougars leave a runner in scoring position, and they trail 3-0 as we are through 4 innings here at Owen Fulton Field. We'll be back with the top of the 5th when we come back on the Averett Sports Network.
And welcome back, as we'll have a new pitcher on the mound here as freshman number 37, Wesley Payne, will take over, a 6-foot, 140-pound left-hander out of Culpeper, Virginia. He'll be making his first appearance of the season as he'll face the 1-2-3 lineup here for the Maroons as the leadoff hitter. Scott Ellis steps in to lead off the 5th. Payne's first pitch delivery. Fastball, called strike. Second pitch, breaking pitch, just off the outside corner. Ellis struck out back in the first, grounded into a double play to end the second. One delivery here. Fastball low outside. Ball 2. Cougars have action in the bullpen as Sawyer Smith loosens up. 2-1 delivery here. Fouled back. Even the count here at 2-2. Payne's 2-2 offering. Curveball swung on, fouled away. Two offering. Curveball off the outside corner. Ball 3. Brings us to a full count here. Payne's 3-2 offering. Fastball just off the outside corner. That's going to put Ellis on first as Kendrick's going to step into the box. Kendrick grounded out to third, back in the first. Reached on a hit by pitch, back in the third.
Excuse me. Sorry, fans. Not batting number 28. Gavin Kendrick.
Ellis leads off first. 0-0 delivery. Breaking pitch, called strike, outside corner. Payne's 0-1 delivery. Curveball off the outside corner, ball 1. Payne was 1-1 offering here to Kendrick. Fastball, called strike, outside corner. 1-2 count. One-two offering here to Kendrick. Curveball, ball just off the outside part of the plate. Runner at first takes off. It'll be a ball just off the outside corner. It'll be a full count as Ellis steals second. Ellis leads off second. 3-2 offering here to Kendrick. Fouled off. Three-two offering here again to Kendrick. Swung on. Single back up the middle. Fielded by Winston. They're going to send Ellis as the throw comes in. It's going to be cut off by the first baseman as Ellis is going to come home for a run on the RBI single by Kendrick. And Roanoke's going to take a 4-0 lead here. As mentioned, Smith loosening down in the Cougars' pen. Will Silva steps in. 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to second, back in the first. Flew out to center field in the third. Kendrick leads off first. Payne's 0-0 delivery. Curveball, called strike, outside corner.
Now batting number 21, Will Silva.
Pickoff attempt by Payne. Kendrick back safely. One delivery here to Silva. Ball off the outside corner. One offering here from Payne. Kendrick takes off, throw from Hawk, and that's going to hit him as he slides in safely to second base. Like the second baseman, Kyle Vidano, took a little bit of a hit there as Kendrick slid in hard. It took Vidano out of the feed, and it looked like landed pretty hard on his shoulder, but it looks like he's holding his ankle. We're going to take a brief break, but when we come back, we'll have the rest of the top of the fifth inning.
So Chase McKinney in for the Cougars at second base. He'll replace Kyle Badano, who was covering second base on that steal by Roanoke and got a little shaken up on the play, so he will come out of the game. McKinney played catcher most of this season, but he played a lot of infield last year, mainly shortstop, maybe a little bit third base in past years, but very capable infielder, and he'll take over at second. Meanwhile, a 2-1 count. Salva. And a beautiful breaking ball there from Payne. Drops in for strike 2. Salva 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a fly out. And Payne's pitch in the dirt. That'll run the count full. So far for Roanoke, a walk and an RBI single. A couple steals here for the Maroons as they lead 4-0 over Averett. Payne looks in, the pitch fouled out of play over toward the right side. This is Payne's first action for the Cougars, the freshman out of Culpeper, Virginia. 6'1" lefty. And the payoff pitch. Breaking ball popped up. Should stay fair. McKinney makes the catch with the wind swirling over at second base. Nothing like the ball finding you as soon as you get into the game, as we've seen quite a bit, both at baseball and softball this year, for either the Cougars or opponents. So pop-up equals the first out. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Jack Howard. Howard walked and scored back in the second inning and grounded out in the third. That pitch misses high from Payne. McKinney creeping in behind the runner at second. Pitch to the plate, breaking ball, just missed the outside corner. It's 2-0. That one finds the dirt, so 3-0 the count. This is the only midweek game for the Cougars before they start a series at Methodist this weekend, as Payne finds his own there with Howard taking. Start a 3-game series beginning Saturday with a doubleheader at Methodist at 1 p.m. and finish it on Sunday with a 2 p.m. start. Payne looks in, 1-2 pitch, runner on the move, and throw down to third base. Not in time, will be a steal. We'll see if, looked like Howard was going to try to round first base as he drew the walk on the play. So Averett head coach Kenny Fleming out to the mound to talk things over. Or excuse me, that's TJ Viracola out to talk things over with the battery. Runners on the corners here for Roanoke with only 1 out. And Will American at the plate. Coming into today, the Cougars played a number of ODAC teams. 5 of their first 8 games against ODAC teams coming into today. They dropped a doubleheader to open the season against Washington Lee right here at Owen Fulton Field, then lost a tough one up at Washington Lee, then dropped a game to Hampton Sydney. They beat Lynchburg. And after the conference openers at Huntington, they find themselves here today against Roanoke College. And we will have a pitching change as Kenny Fleming has now made his way out. And that'll be the end for Payne today. And it looks like Sawyer Smith will be coming in from the bullpen. Smith, a utility player for the Cougars, plays a number of infield spots. This is his first opportunity to pitch this year. Oh, excuse me, Alex. It's Alex Anstead was coming in, but they sent him back to the bullpen. Not sure what happened there. There was definitely a signal down to the bullpen, and the umpire went down to notify the bullpen, but just kidding. So Payne's still in there. He'll face off runners going towards second base, and Howard down there with a steal as American showed bunt and pulled it back. So now 2 runners in scoring position for American, who's 1 for 2 today with a single. Also scored on a sac fly. The pitch was a ball, so 1-0 the count. And Payne a little bit outside on that one for ball 2. Only 1 out here still in the top of the 5th inning. The American, Wojciechowski, and Watson. Two-0 pitch. Ball fouled out of play to the right side. And drop down bunt to first base. The Cougars going to have to play it at first. And that will score a run on the sac bunt. So American gets his job done with an RBI sac bunt. So Wojciechowski, another RBI opportunity for the Maroons. Oh, 1 the count. That one missed. So Wojciechowski 1 for 2 today, has an RBI single and a ground out. And Payne finds his zone there. So 1-2 the count. 2 outs. Cougars trying to get out of further trouble. They've given up 2 runs this inning. That pitch in the dirt. Two and two the count. Pitch from Payne. Breaking ball misses high. American, the sophomore, looks at ball 4 there, and Wojciechowski looks at ball 4. Now to put runners on the corners once again for the Maroons. Now to bring up Watson. Watson 0 for 1 today. Does have a sac fly. Drove in a run back in the second inning. Runner takes off. Wojciechowski, he will get in safely behind the throw. Oh, 1 pitch. Ball popped out of play to the left side. Roanoke very aggressive on the base pass today. That's 7 stolen bases. Oh, 2 pitch, and they'll ring him up. So Payne able to get out of that jam with a strikeout. Catches Watson looking for strike 3. But not before Roanoke adds to its lead. They lead 5-0. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th when we come back. You're watching Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Cougars trail Roanoke 5-0. New pitcher on the mound for Roanoke. It is the freshman Ryan Cloud. 6'2" out of Fredericksburg, right-hander. Seeing some action today. Cloud's second appearance. He pitched 1 inning earlier this year against Methodist. Gave up 1 run on 2 hits with 1 walk and 1 strikeout. He'll face off against Ryan Traylor here. Cougars number 9 hitter. Looks at ball 1 in the dirt. Traylor 0 for 1 today. Traylor, a little nubber that'll drop in for a base hit. That was in no man's land between the triangle that was the pitching mound and third base and shortstop.
Now batting number 12, Nick Winston.
So the Cougars get something to fall their way, and Nick Winston is at the plate with a runner aboard. Only the 3rd hit of the day for the Cougars. Now it's time for them to piece a few together and get back into this game. Winston has reached both plate appearances today. He singled back in the 1st inning and then got hit by a pitch in the 3rd. A quick throw over to first. Trailer back under the tag. Winston, the only Cougar to reach base in both plate appearances today. And he hits this one out into right field. High fly ball, but caught by the right fielder, Will Smith, for out number 1. So that'll bring up Chase McKinney. McKinney came in as a defensive replacement for Kyle Vidano. So this is his first plate appearance of the day. McKinney looks at the fastball for ball 1. McKinney batting .333, has a team-high 9 hits, including 2 doubles, triple, and a home run. And now he's worked a 2-0 count against Cloud. And 2-0 pitch fouled out of play. Trailered first. He'll dive back on the throw. Pitch, and McKinney gets a piece of it. 2-2 the count. McKinney had started the first 8 games, so he was getting the day off today and then called into action. 2-2 pitch, crushed down the line in left field, but it's going to hook foul. McKinney, his first at bat of the year, took 1 yard. Nearly got a hold of that one. 2-2 pitch, and that one up by McKinney's head. He'll lay off of it for ball 3, so full count now. Throw back over to first. Trailer back. Payoff pitch. Misses high. McKinney draws the walk.
Now batting, number 9, Corey Wall.
So 2 aboard for Corey Wall. Wall drew a walk and then struck out in his second plate appearance. The senior has an opportunity to help the team out here. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Wall out of Garner, North Carolina. Plays first base, but today he's in the DH slot. And the 0-1 pitch. Cloud works it past him once again, so 0-2 now to Corey Wall. Wall came in today 1 for 1 on the season. And unable to catch up with that one. Got a piece of it, but catcher held onto it, so he goes down swinging for out number 2. So now it's up to Brandon Hatcher, the freshman out of Prince George, Virginia. And a little slow liner out to second base. Caught for the 3rd out, so the Cougars get 2 aboard, but they are stranded. And they still trail 5-0. We'll go to the 6th inning when we come back.
And welcome back as junior Sawyer Smith will take over on the mound, a 5'7", 140-pound right-hander out of Gouldsboro, North Carolina. Be his first action of the year. As the second baseman, Cody Shell, will get us underway here in the top of the 6th inning. Shell walked back in the 2nd, singled in the 4th. Smith's first pitch, ball in the dirt. One-0 delivery here from Smith. Fastball swung in, popped up behind first base. McKinney gives chase, and he'll pull that in just in fair territory for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 18, Will Smith.
As the right fielder Will Smith steps into the box. Smith reached on an error back in the 2nd. Popped out in the 4th. Smith's 0-0 delivery, 1 out here. Swung on. Fly ball hit the center field. Winston ranges in. And he'll make the 2nd out of the inning. As that will bring us back to the top of the order here for the Maroons as the center fielder Scott Ellis steps in. Ellis, over 2 on the day, struck out back in the 1st. Hit into a double play in the 2nd and then walked, and later came around to score in the 5th. Smith, 2 outs, 0-0 delivery. Fastball, call the ball. One-0 delivery here from Smith. Fastball, called strike on the inside corner. One delivery here to Ellis. Ball high. Two-one offering from Smith. Fastball, call the ball, outside corner. 3-1. Offering. Fastball, called strike, outside corner. It's going to run the count to full. Smith, 3-2 offering. Fouled back, out of play. Fastball outside. As Ellis will jog down to first base. 2-out walk here. That will bring the catcher, Gavin Kandrick, to the plate. Kandrick, 1 for 3 on the day. Grounded out back in the 1st. 1 for 2 on the day. Grounded out back in the 1st. Reached by a hit by pitch in the 3rd. Singled and later came around to score in the 5th. Ellis takes off from first, as that ball is going to be hit into the right center field gap. Lancaster gives chase, picks up, throws in. As Ellis is going to be held there at third base. Maroons have runners on first and second here with 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning with the designated hitter, Will Salva, stepping to the plate. Salva steps in, 0 for 3 on the day. Grounded out back in the 1st, flew out in the 3rd, popped up back in the 5th. 0-0 offering here to Salva. Breaking ball in the dirt. Kandrick takes off. It will go down as a wild pitch. One-0 offering here to Salva. Swung on, grounded to trailer at short. Trailer fires across, and that will be the third out of the inning. Maroons put runners on here in the top of the sixth, but Sawyer Smith battles back. Score remains 5-0. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth when we come back.
And we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Tanner Bradshaw will lead things off for the Cougars. First pitch fouled out of play to the right side as Bradshaw got a good piece of that one. Cloud still on the mound for the Maroons. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball in there for strike one, or 0-2, excuse me. Strike two. And that one came inside, nearly buzzed the tower. One-two pitch, and Bradshaw pokes out at that one, fouls it out of play. This inning will be Bradshaw, Lancaster, Majetic up for the Cougars. Bradshaw pokes this one down the line. It'll drop in down the right field line. Fair. He's thinking two. He's going to get on his horse. It's going to be a close play, and he's going to be out on a great throw there from right field by Will Smith. So it'll be a single and a 9-6 putout if you're scoring at home. So that'll bring up Lancaster with one out. That pitch misses low. One-oh pitch. Swing and a miss by Lancaster. The 1-1 pitch on the way from Cloud and fouled back to the net. Lancaster 1 for 2 today with a single. Swing and a miss. Just got a piece of that one, though. Looked like he missed it, but just got enough of it to have it tip out of the catcher's glove and stay alive. Cougars have 4 hits but have left 7 on. Lancaster chops that one foul down the left side. It's kind of been what's hurt the Cougars this season. They've gotten hits, just haven't been able to always get timely hits. String them together. They'll just scatter them here and there as that one hits off the top of the press box and gets stuck on the net. We'll have to send one of the interns to get that one later. One, two. Mountains fouled out of play. Cloud looks in. And this one popped up behind first base. Howard has to run right beside first base. It catches it in foul territory for out number 2.
Now batting number 34, Tucker Majetic.
That'll bring up Tucker Majetic. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Slow roller over to third. And he's going to be safe. It's going to be a throwing error on the third baseman. As Howard, his throw just a little errant and pulled American off first base.
Now batting number 14, Dawson High.
That's the first error of the day for Roanoke. Dawson Hawk at the plate. Pitch low, throw down to first base. Excuse me, the pitch was a strike. Throw it down to first base, trying to throw behind the runner, and Majetic back. Hawk looking for his first hit of the day. Oh, 1 pitch. And looks at strike 2. Oh, 2 count, and Hawk goes down swinging for the second time today. And that's out number 3. So the Cougars get a runner aboard thanks to an error. And also had 1 hit in the inning, but unable to capitalize, and they still trail 5-0. We'll go to the 7th when we come back.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And we go to the top of the 7th inning. Cougars trail Roanoke 5-0 here at Owen Fulton Field. I'm Drew Wilson, bringing you live coverage along with Joseph Swanson today. Cougars have a new pitcher on the mound. It's the freshman Avery Spicer. And first pitch from the righty is a strike. Facing off against Howard. And this one lined, and that'll drop in center field for a single. So the third baseman gets on here to lead things off in the 7th.
Now batting number 17, Will American.
Spicer. This is his third appearance of the year. He's pitched 1 1/3 innings. He's given up 3 earned runs, does have 1 strikeout. And chop foul by American. Ball fouled out of play. Oh, and 2 the count, American. Howard not going anywhere, but they'll check over to first just to be safe. Didn't have that big of a lead. And the pitch, a little chopper down to first base. Bradshaw will take it himself for the first out, but that will move the runner down to second.
Now batting number 29.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Wojciechowski. He's reached twice today. First pitch misses low and inside for ball 1. Wojciechowski on an RBI single. He grounded out back in the 4th inning and then walked in the 5th. And check swing, he went around, says the home plate umpire. So 1-1 the count. Spicer, a unconventional delivery. Kind of a true sidearm. Not, it's lower than 3/4, but not submarine. Time called at the plate. That pitch miss, so 3-1. Spicer finds his zone there. That'll run the count full. And this one hit up the middle. That'll score a run. And this play by the Cougars allows Wojciechowski to get down to second base. So that'll bring up Sam Watson as the score is now 6-0. Watson fouls that one away to the right side. Cougars charged with their second error of the day. This one laced foul to the right side. And that one popped up over toward the left side, but will find its way out of play. Oh, and 2 the count. Watson 0 for 2 today with a sac fly. Gets under that one, but fouls it out to the left side once again. Shell on deck for the Maroons, as they start to get some action in their bullpen. That pitch just missed the outside corner. Hawk trying to do his best to frame that pitch, but no luck. Waste pitch outside, so 2-2 now the count. And slow roller out to second base. McKinney there to make the play for out number 2. That will move the runner over. Here with 2 outs, as Wojciechowski stands 90 feet away. So Shell at the plate. He's got a walk and a single and pop up to second base. And a big swing and a miss there. Spicer, that pitch a little low. Good job by Hawk to block it. Spicer, the 6th pitcher today for the Cougars. Roanoke has used 3 pitchers themselves. Typically see that a lot in midweek games, especially early in the season in non-conference play. As that one misses wide, 2-1 the count. A lot of coaches just trying to get their bullpen some work early in the season, see what they have. Especially get some of the freshmen and younger players some extra experience before you get into conference play. You can find out who your arms are to use on the weekends. Sometimes you even see one of your weekend starters just get an inning of work. Three and 1 count, the pitch from Spicer. And the fastball misses high. And he will get the 2-out walk. That'll put runners on the corners. For Will Smith. I wouldn't be surprised to see Shell on the move here. Roanoke been aggressive so far today. He's not going on the first pitch, which is poked out into center field, and a great diving catch by Nick Winston. Had a long way to go battling the wind and able to make the catch for the 3rd out. But not before Roanoke adds another run to his lead. The Maroons lead 6-0. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. New pitcher on the hill for the Maroons. It's number 31, Casey Rosenthal, a freshman out of Gainesville, Virginia. Seeing his first action of the year. And his first pitch is a ball. Facing off against Ryan Traylor, and Traylor tries to go down and golf that one. 1-1 the count. Traylor looks at strike 2. Rosenthal, the 4th pitcher today for the Maroons. As Traylor just hits that one foul. Way out in front of it. Both teams kind of going by the pitcher by committee today. See that happen a lot in midweek games as Traylor swing and a miss and drop third strike. They'll throw down for the 2-3 put out to erase Traylor.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 12, Nick Winston.
Now to bring up Nick Winston, who ended the last half inning with a beautiful catch out in center field, going towards the right center gap. Winston, a very solid defender, and today done pretty good at the plate too, although he pops the first pitch up out into right field for the second out.
Now batting number 16, Chase McKinney.
Chase McKinney coming to the plate here with 2 quick outs for the Cougars. That pitch misses low. One rule that a lot of people may not know, if you're a huge baseball fanatic, you know that a starter needs to go at least 5 innings in order to get the win. However, there is a rule in college that if it's a planned, as McKinney hits this one out into left field, great play, running catch by the left fielder, Sam Watson, on the line for the 3rd out. But as I was saying, there is a rule in college where if you're going to go, if the coach predetermines that he's going to go a game pitching by committee, so he's going to pitch one guy 2 innings, one guy 1 inning, 1 inning, 1 inning, 2 innings, whatever. If it's all predetermined, then actually you don't have to go 5 innings to get the win. And speaking of new pitchers, Cougars have a new pitcher on the mound as well. It's Alex Anstead, the junior, getting the call here in the top of the 8th inning. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the top of the 8th here on the Averett Sports Network.
And welcome back for the top of the 8th as junior Alex Anstead takes over the mound for the Cougars. 5'11", 170-pound junior, as we mentioned, out of Cornelius, North Carolina. That's going to bring us to the top of the lineup here for the Marins as center fielder Scott Ellis steps in. First pitch, called strike. Anstead has appeared in 2 games for the Cougars, pitched 2 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 earned runs. As the second pitch is going to be a ball. Bring the count of 1-1. As that ball gets away from Anstead, just over the head of Ellis in the box. 2-1 count. Two-one offering, call strike, outside corner. Evens the count at 2-2. 2-2 offering here to Ellis. Curveball, nearly got Ellis on the front elbow. Call the ball. Then bring the count to full. Full count offering. Popped up. McKinney at second. McKinney camps out. Hauls that in for the first out of the top of the 8th inning as the catcher, Gavin Kendrick, steps to the box. Kendrick, 2 for 3 on the day. Grounded out back in the first. Reached on a hit by pitch in the third. Singled in both the 5th and the 6th inning as he grounds this one to third. Hatcher fires across the diamond to Bradshaw. That'll be the second out of the inning. 5-3 put out. As that will bring the DH Will Salvo to the plate. Cougars 2 outs here. Top of the 8th inning. First pitch offering. Curveball high outside. Ball 1. Anstead's 1-0 delivery. Fastball swung on, grounded out to trailer at short. Takes a hop just up over his glove and rolls into right field. As that would have been a tough play for the shortstop. So that will go down as a hit in the book, and that will bring Jack Howard to the plate.
Now batting number 3, Jack Howard.
Howard steps in. 1 for 2 on the day. Walked in the 2nd and the 5th. Grounded out in the 3rd. Singled back in the 7th. As the first pitch will be a ball. That ball's lined back into center field. Cut off by Winston. That's going to hold Salva at second. Maroons have runners on first and second here. 2 outs, top of the 8th.
Number 17, Will American.
Will American at the plate. American, 1 of 4 on the day. Singled back in the 2nd and scored. Flew out in the 3rd. Grounded out back in the 5th and the 7th. As that first pitch is going to be outside, ball 1. One-0 delivery. As they're going to call Baca on Alex Anstead there, as that's going to put runners on 2nd and 3rd here. Count's still going to be 1-0. Offering here from Anstead. Curveball, called strike. Anstead evens the count, 1-1. Cougars do have action down in the pen. 1-1 offering. Fastball, called strike, inside corner. One-two offering, swung on, fouled back. One-two offering here from Anstead. Swung on, lined in the right center field gap, cut off by Lancaster. That's going to plate 2 runs. As Merrick singles to right center field here in the top of the 8th inning, plating 2 runs as that's going to bring the shortstop, Matt
Now batting number 29.
Wachowski, to the plate. First pitch is a ball. Wojciechowski, 2 for 3 on the day, singled in the second, grounded out in the 4th. As that pitch is going to be called a ball. Walked back in the 5th and then singled again in the 7th. Two-0 delivery from Anstead, called strike. 2 outs here, top of the 8th. As that pitch is popped back, foul territory, first base line, called off by Bradshaw, and Bradshaw pulls that in for the 3rd out of the inning. Maroons get 2 runners across as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Roanoke leading 8-0.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Cougars trail 8-0 here. Dante George grabs a bat, and he will pinch hit in the DH spot for Corey Wall. George, the transfer, seen action, has 11 at-bats. It does have 1 hit, 1 RBI, and ropes this one foul down the first base line on the first pitch offered by Casey Rosenthal, who starts his 2nd inning for Roanoke. George, this is his 8th game. He started 3 of them, and a big swing and a miss there for strike 2. That pitch in the dirt. George wisely lays off that one. And George lays off that one as well. It finds its way inside for ball 2. And gets a hold of that one, but foul out of play to the left side. As we mentioned, the Cougars will travel down to Fayetteville to play Methodist this weekend. You can catch both of the games on Saturday and then on Sunday on Methodist webcasts. Find those links at averycougars.com as George goes down swinging for out number 1. That'll bring up Brandon Hatcher. All those games will be available, live stats and video. Those links at averycougars.com. You go to our schedule page. As Hatcher pops up the first pitch, and Wojciechowski comes in to make the catch from shortstop for the 2nd out.
Now batting number 28, Tanner Bradshaw.
That'll bring up Tanner Bradshaw here with 2 outs. Also, the Averett Sports Network will bring you a special road game coverage as the Cougars travel up to Ferrum on Tuesday. Ferrum, the host of the Division III Wrestling National Championships next week. So our good pal Gary Holden, the SID up at Ferrum College, has asked us to come help him out as the Cougars travel up to Ferrum. As Bradshaw sends this one out to left center field. And it's hung up there and will be a fly out to center field for the third out. So that'll be it for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll go to the top of the 9th when we come back. Cougars trail 8-0 to Roanoke.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back for the top of the 9th inning as the Cougars will make several defensive changes here in the top of the 9th. As Tyler Bianco will take over for Tucker Majetic in left field. Well, seeing his first action of the season, Martin Nikolai will take over for Chase McKinney at second base, also seeing his first action. And then on the mound now for the Cougars, number 22, Adam George, a 5'10", 195-pound right-hand junior out of Ruther Glen, Virginia. He'll see his first action of the year. As the left fielder Sam Watson will get things started for us here in the top of the 9th for the Maroons. Roanoke leads 8-0 heading into the final inning of play. George's first pitch on the way. Fastball, called the ball off the outside corner. One-0 delivery, swung on, line to center field. Winston gives chase, camps under, pulls it in. That'll be the first out here in the first inning. As that will bring the second baseman Cody Shell to the plate. Shell 1 for 2 on the day. Has reached base safely 3 times. Walked back in the second, singled in the fourth. Popped out in the 6th, and then walked again in the 7th, as that pitch will be a ball. One-0 delivery. Runs inside. Hits Shell. Shell will jog down to first base. Runners on.
Now batting number 18, Will Smith.
As that will bring the right fielder Will Smith to the plate. Smith, 0 for 4 on the day. Did reach base back in the second. 0-0 delivery here from George. Shell leads off first, excuse me. Called the ball. That ball's fouled down the right field line. Lancaster gives chase, and it will land just out of the reach of Lancaster. As they gave a great run to that ball, but wind might have caught it just a little bit, held it up to help, but not enough territory to cover there, as that will get down, even our count here at 1-1. Shell leads off first base, held on by Bradshaw. 1-1 offering here from George. Swung on, fouled back. One-two offering. Swung on. Popped up out into right field. Lancaster gives chase, settles under it, and that'll be the second out here in the top of the ninth inning. As that will bring us to the top of the order here for Roanoke as the center fielder Scott Ellis will trot to the plate. Ellis 0 for 3 on the day. Walked back in the 5th and the 6th. As George's first pitch will be a ball. Second pitch. High, call the ball. 2-0 count. Delivery here. Call the strike, inside corner. 2-1 count. One-two offering. Ball inside, 3-1. Shell leads off, 3-1 offering. And that's going to miss just high. As Ellis will jog down to first base, Shell will move over to second. Maroons will have runners on first and second here. 2 outs, top of the 9th. As the catcher Gavin Kendrick will walk to the plate. He steps in. 2 for 4 on the day. As that first pitch will be a called strike outside corner. Has reached base safely 3 times today. Singled back in the 5th and the 6th. Second pitch is a called strike. Kendrick down 0-2. 0-2 offering here from George. And that's called a strike 3 outside corner as George puts 2 runners on here in the top of the 9th, but manages to strike out the third batter, or the third out, excuse me, as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Averett trails 9-0. And welcome back as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. We'll have a new pitcher on the mound here for the Maroons as the sophomore, number 16, Pat Burke, takes over, a 6'2", 175-pound right-hander out of Leesburg, Virginia. The right fielder, Andrew Lancaster, will get things started off here for the Cougars in the bottom of the 9th. Lancaster, 1 of 3 on the day, singled back in the second, popped out in the fourth, and then popped out in foul territory back in the sixth. Burks first to pitch, call the ball. One-0 offering here from Burke. Called a strike, outside corner. Sophomore Tyler Bianco waits on deck for the Cougars. As that swung on, popped up behind the plate. Kendrick camps under, pulls that in, and that will be the first out here in the bottom of the ninth. As sophomore left fielder Tyler Bianco steps to the plate for his first at-bat here of the 2019 season. As mentioned, Bianco seeing his first action. First pitch delivery, swung on, fouled off, out of play. Bianco did have a hot run at the end of last season, 2018. 0-1 offering here. Swung on, hit down the right field line. That's going to hit the line as Bianco's going to round first, head to second. The right fielder, Will Smith, will pull up, fire, and Bianco is going to slide into second base safely with a one-out double here in the bottom of the ninth inning. And that will bring the freshman catcher, Dawson Hawk, to the plate here. Hawk 0 for 3 on the day. Popped out in foul territory back in the second. Struck out in both the fourth and the sixth. Bianco at second. He did come off the bench. Last inning played left field. Steps in his first plate appearance of 2019 and rips a double down the right field line. Hawk steps in, first pitch. Cougars looking to get on the board here. Fastball runs inside, ball one. One-0 delivery here to Hawk. Fastball called strike, outside corner. Burke managed to get the two-seamer to run back and catch the outside corner there. Burke's 1-1 delivery. Swung on by Hop. Hit down the first base line, called off by the second baseman as he'll catch that in foul territory. Bianco will hold up at second here. 2 outs as that will bring the shortstop Ryan Traylor to the plate.
Now batting number 5, Ryan Traylor.
Traylor, 1 for 3 on the day, struck out back in the third, singled in the fifth, and struck out back in the seventh. Has been swinging a hot batter lately, steps into the box hitting .357 on the year. Looking to put the Cougars on the board here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. First pitch, called strike, outside corner. Burks 0-1 delivery. Winston waits on deck. Like a breaking pitch, call the ball off the outside corner. 1-1 offering here. Fastball, call the ball, just outside. Traylor looked to offer at that pitch, managed to hold up. 2-1 here. Fastball swung on, hit out to second. Takes a hop at the second baseman as Traylor's going to reach first. Bianco rounds third, cusses the plate. That will be a run for the Cougars here as that will go down as an RBI single for Traylor. As that will return us to the top of the order here as the center fielder Nick Winston steps in. Winston singled back in the first inning, was hit by a pitch in the third, has reached base twice today. As the first pitch will come into him, and that's going to be fouled off. Trailer at first base here for the Cougars. 2 outs, bottom 9th. As Trailers hit to second base, took a tough hop on Shell as might have hit a rock or a little divot out there at second, but that will go down as a hit as Burke's 0-1 delivery will be called a strike. 0-2 here to Winston. Trailer leads off first, 0-2 offering. As they're going to say Winston managed to hold up on that one as he's going to bring the count to 1-2 here. Great offering there by Pat Burke as he managed to throw a slider just off the outside corner, but Nick Winston managing to hold up for new life. 1-2 delivery, fouled back by Winston. Junior hanging tough here in the box. 2 outs. 1-2 offering here from Burke. Swung on, and that will be swung on and missed as that will be the final out of today's ball game.
And your final score from this afternoon's game, Roanoke 8, Averett 1.
As with the win, the Roanoke Maroons will improve to 1-2 on the year, while Averett will fall to 1-8. Averett, as mentioned earlier by my co-host Drew Wilson, will make the trip this coming weekend to Methodist for a 3-game series with the Monarchs. Follow that live on AverettCougars.com as we'll bring you all your up-to-date live coverage here from Averett University Baseball. From my co-host Drew Wilson, I'm Joseph Swanson. We want to thank you today for tuning into Averett Cougars Baseball. Those of you who followed us, want to wish you a happy evening. My co-host Drew Wilson's just getting ready to sit down, so he may want to wrap this one up. But
yeah, Joseph, tough one today for the Cougars.
Tough one. Got a little bit going here in the 8th inning, but great pitching performance it looked like from Roanoke today. It's limited Cougars to 6 hits. Kind of kept us off bases for the most part. A couple walks here and there, but Averett really not really much going offensively as Trailer did manage to get a RBI single there to the right side as it took a tough hop on Shell at second, but Bianco came off the bench here in the 9th, hadn't hit all year long, and picks up an RBI double down, a double down the line to lead things off. And Cougars showing a little life there in the 9th, but just a little too late.
Yeah, as a coach, you want to see your team keep on fighting, and Cougars kept on hitting, and also the Averett coaching staff was able to get in a lot of arms today, get some experience, some guys that hadn't pitched yet before, and so even though it's an L on the scoreboard, a lot of things you can take from this game and move forward. Still really early in the season, the Cougars, if they're going to get to postseason play, it's going to be through the conference. So it's all about getting ready for that, and don't put too much stock into these non-conference losses here early in the season. They're working about getting ready for the USA South part of the schedule, and they got a couple of big games this weekend against Methodist, one of the tougher teams in the conference. Methodist
currently receiving votes here in the top 25.
Yep.
They did sweep Roanoke to begin the year, so a big, tough 3-game series here coming for Coach Fleming and his bunch. But I'm sure Fleming's talking to his team down there that came out a little flat to start things. Pitching didn't go quite as well as you want, but you got to be happy there at the end. As it's been a trend this year is when Fleming has gone to the bench, guys have produced. So you've got to be happy with that as when you get your chance in the order, you're starting to come through. So, I mean, it's going to go down as an L in the book, but tough one. But Cougars did make some plays today, managed to put the ball around the yard a little bit, starting to get some things going here and there for them. So, as you mentioned, we'll come down to conference play, but as Coach Fleming mentioned, key to making conference comes down to 7 or 8 wins, and Cougars have got a chance later in the year. It'll be a tough series this weekend, but look for good things to come in the future here.
And Roanoke no slouch, as we mentioned before. They are getting votes in the poll as well, and we're just in the College World Series 2 years ago. So very established program, and that's where Averett wants to eventually get to. And it's a process. So Cougars will continue that process this weekend at Methodist, as we said, on doubleheader on Saturday. And we'll be back on the air with men's lacrosse on Saturday on the Averett Sports Network, so be sure to tune into that as the Cougars take on Shenandoah at 1 p.m. And then a special road broadcast coming up on Tuesday at Ferrum when baseball makes the trip up there. We'll be traveling with them for statistics and to call the game. So be sure to tune in there if you can't make it out. Next home game for the Cougars will be on next Wednesday, March 6th against Eastern Mennonite. That game is scheduled for 2:30 p.m., so we'll have that one for you as well here on the Averett Sports Network. For everybody here at Owen Fulton Field, thanks for tuning in today. Cougars fall to Roanoke 8-1. Be sure to check out all the latest news and box scores from today's game at AverettCougars.com and follow us on social media at AverettUCougars. That's it for us. Have a good one, and as always, go Cougars.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.